If you hate robocalls, you just might love this story.
Yeah, tonight we have an insider's look at a new breed of caller ID that's designed to shut down those robocalls. Consumer investigator Chmura has the story for us.
And they are constant. The company Umail estimates we all get 167 million robocalls per day. Every day. It's got to stop because sadly some robocalls dupe people into costly scams.
My father was the victim of a gift card scam.
Just last week, we introduced you to Lisa in Oakland, whose dad sent robocalling scammers $8,000.
They hit him at his most vulnerable.
And Jenny and Max in Santa Clara, who gave the bad guys 12 grand by phone.
I fell for it and regret it ever since.
Before we broadcast their robocall stories to you, we also shared them with Representative Anna Eshoo in Palo Alto.
I'm subjected to the harassment as well.
Eshoo sits on the House Communications and Technology Committee. The Congresswoman says Washington needs to focus on our country's outdated caller ID system.
When your phone rings and something pops up on the caller ID, do you trust the caller ID?
No, not anymore, I don't.
Caller ID is easily faked. Simple hacks let bad guys put whatever they want on your display and fool you. The Federal Communications Commission says it's working with phone companies on improvements that we'll see in 2020. Eshoo says if the FCC's fix falls flat, she'll push Congress to step in.
Does the American public deserve the ability to be able to trust caller ID?
Well, I think that if we restore it to what it was, then they will trust it.
And whose responsibility is that?
Ours.
The public likely won't see complex back-end tech improvements that the FCC wants. What we likely will see is a caller ID makeover. During a recent trade show near SFO, we got the first look at a candidate. A company named First Orion let us preview a new system that lets companies and government agencies display their logos when they call your phone.
A lot of security around how that image shows up.
Plus, a message about why they're calling. First Orion's Craig Dunn told us only official, legitimate, and verified parties get access, so you can once again trust your phone's display.
So now you can make a choice. Is that a call I want to take or not?
When we stop answering, well, maybe the bad guys will stop calling 167 million times a day.
408.
First Orion says it's already working with several real companies that might justifiably need to call you. And they're doing it ahead of the FCC's robocall fix.
The scammers aren't waiting for legislation.
This could be the future of caller ID, though First Orion doesn't call it that.
We call it call enhancement.
We wondered, will the bad guys just hack call enhancement the same way they corrupted today's caller ID? First Orion says there's no guarantee, but it estimates a 1 in a billion chance that the message on your caller enhancement screen will be bogus.
Right now, we feel like we're ahead of the scammers, and we've stayed ahead of them.
First Orion says it's ramping up first with T-Mobile. So if you're a T-Mobile subscriber, you might soon see caller enhancement in place of caller ID. And you saw it here first. If you have a consumer story for us to check out, please head to our website, click the menu, then the NBC Bay Area Responds option, or you can call us 888-996-TIPS.